was saying, it's 3D with you. Another video. Been a minute. But yeah, we're going to talk about the Clubhouse, my experience with the Clubhouse. I did like 6 days of just, surfing that joint and seeing what it was like when all the hype was out. Because I've heard about it through watching YouTube videos of Hassan Campbell and Whack 100. My experience of it was totally, totally different than what I heard. There was a whole lot of ratchet shit going on, motherfucker. For real, a whole lot of ratchet shit. Really talking about nothing. You had a couple sites that was like talking about something, but most of them really wasn't. It's pretty much a roast session, so if you don't like to get roasted, I wouldn't download that shit. And if you don't like join the little circle they talk in, they kick you out of little silly stuff. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't understand that because you're supporting them anyway just by being in the room. You know what I mean? For real. But it was no shocker, really. It really wasn't. Whole bunch of little brain motherfuckers just insulting each other every time they on it. And everybody going along with it like it's cool. It's like, I'll pass, my nigga. It ain't for me. You know what I mean? But they had a couple rooms on there, but you had to really look. You know what I mean? They had a little different topics or whatever you can put in, but you still had to really look to find them that was talking with some sense, and people wasn't doing all that silly stuff because they really weren't allowed it. So we got like moderators that's supposed to police it, but in the rooms I was in, you know what I mean, they wasn't policing it for real. You know what I mean? It definitely ain't nothing for your teenagers to be in there on. I can tell you that. So don't let them download that app because it is not for them. Trust me. I'm talking about they was talking real crazy. Real talk. How they cuss you out for joining their room. I thought that was the whole point. You know what I mean? The whole point. For real. I'm talking about they talk real crazy. I'm talking about crazy to the point where it's like you 3 years old again. You running around saying a whole bunch of shit that don't make sense. Talking about people's mamas and this, that, and that. Ain't never met the person dead in life. It's like, what are we, 5? You know what I mean? For real. On everything. Straight up. I didn't like it personally. You know, out of 5 stars, I get a 3 because of the little rooms that did, I felt like you learned something from. You know what I mean? You learned something from, and they allow you to speak with, no prejudice and, everybody, coming from different places, you know what I mean? You got to know you're going to be different. You grew up differently, so, you try and learn from each other, you know what I mean? But it ain't nothing like that. I can tell you that off rip. They will cuss your ass out immediately. As soon as you join that bitch, you go in that motherfucker, they already waiting on you. They already waiting on you. I ain't lying to you, boy, on everything. So all I can say is join it at your own discretion. And if you ain't got thick skin, don't get on Clubhouse. Straight up. You learn something, and they allow you to speak with, no prejudice and, everybody, coming from different places, you know what I mean? You got to know you're going to be different. You grew up differently, so, you try and learn from each other, you know what I mean? But it ain't nothing like that. I can tell you that off rip. They will cuss your ass out immediately. As soon as you join that bitch, you go in that motherfucker, they already waiting on you. They already waiting on you. I ain't lying to you, boy, on everything. So all I can say is join it at your own discretion. And if you ain't got thick skin, don't get on Clubhouse. Straight up.